Okay, gang, you know what time it is? I guess maybe I should artificially dub this like Pokemon December, because you're gonna get probably at least one longer edited video. But Generation 3 tier list, you know what time it is. We're not doing the new forms. I'm not basing these on relevance in terms of gameplay, just how much I like them. You'll notice this is the first list with a proper F tier. The F tier was there all along, but I just didn't really think any Pokemon particularly fell into that. I do have nostalgia for Pokemon basically up until Generation 5, but I will cop to I have a disproportionate amount for Generation 2, and not quite as much for Generation 3, so there's no standout best like Wooper and Porygon this time. But, you know, there are plenty of good ones. We still got a lot of good ones. Speaking of, Trico. Trico's really good. It feels like it has all the good energy that I want in a starter. He looks cool. He looks ready to go. I don't like that its head is kind of a butt shape, but, you know, it's pretty good. Grovyle is good, too. People actually like Grovyle a little bit more than Trico. I like them about the same. I guess I'll put Grovyle a little bit higher. I like that Grovyle has, again, we see these reptilian qualities that I tend to like in Pokemon. I don't like how it has a little bit of a belly, but it's way less pronounced than Charizard, so that's okay. This looks like a fast-climbing tree guy. And I guess these are going to be the last of the, edgy, cool-looking middle phases, that both capture the simplicity and cuteness of the first phase and the coolness of the third phase. It's all downhill from here. Yeah, it's all downhill from here. You'll see some flavors of this in a second, but Grovyle's pretty good. I actually mispronounced this one until I was a grown-ass adult, and I called it Groovel. Don't know how that happened. It's because I wasn't watching the anime, probably. Grovyle's pretty good. Some people say it's the best starter. I beg to differ. I still like Bulbasaur better. But I like what this thing is all about. It looks like it's a leader of a squad. It looks like it's calling the shots on your team, and that's what a starter should do. Sceptile. It's pretty good, too. I like Sceptile well enough. I don't like the bulbs on its back. But I do like that it's kind of giving me some sort of middle-aged punk vibes, where this person obviously, you know, was the cool hip teen even as an adult, right? But as, you know, they grew into an adult, you know, got a little bit more belly, a little bit of a bigger tail thing now. It's just a tree. I like that it has a tree for a tail. It's gotten a little older, but still has some of that cool energy, you know? This is definitely the boomer who's like 50 plus years old, who was obviously cool in their youth, but now as an aging adult, they're still like, trans rights. Black lives do matter. I don't know what based is, but I support it, kiddos. The cool substitute teacher that understands that, you know, teens sometimes smoke pot, and will let you get away with it. But make sure that you did your homework. That's the vibe I get from a Sceptile, the cool teacher that really gets the kids, by accepting that kids, wait, are the kids watching? Don't do that. Don't smoke weed. Don't you do that. Don't you do it. Don't do it. But that's a general vibe I get from Sceptile. A cool adult who gets the world of children. Torchic is very cute. I like Torchic a lot. You probably noticed by now I have the bias for like the giant head, animalistic eyes, and like little tiny body. It's just a chick. We're finally leaning into more of an orange than a fleshy beige color for representing these fire types. These Pokemon are starting to get a little bit more on the nose about what element they are, and I appreciate that with Torchic. This exercises a lot of subtlety in that it's a fire type, but like enough on the noseness to know that, like, yes, bright orange, yellow. It doesn't necessarily have to have any particular fiery qualities outside of that. That's pretty good. I like it. this thing. I don't really like this thing very much. I don't hate it, though. So this is the first of the uncool starters, and I guess Marshop is sort of there, but I like Marshop a little bit better. What a fucking glowdown. It's a big glowdown. I don't like that it... Torchic doesn't really have wings, but this thing does. It has arms now. I don't understand what it's supposed to be. Or how it's a fighting type. I don't know. I just don't like it. It just feels humanoid for no reason. It doesn't really have any monster-y qualities about it. It doesn't look cool. It doesn't look fun. I don't like how its beak doesn't get any bigger. I just don't like it. That said, the first of the infamous fire fighting types. Actually do like Blaziken quite a bit, but not... Actually, no, not that much. Yeah, I actually do like Blaziken quite a bit, even though you would think that I wouldn't. I have mixed feelings about its baggy pants. I think, like 15 plus years of firefighting types after this thing, has really made me appreciate what Blaziken is. It's a martial arts master. It has a big old weird looking hair thing going on. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like a Devilman villain. I think that's most of the reason why I like it. If it didn't give me like some otherworldly, like devilish vibes, I'd put it right down there with D. Because my rule of thumb is if I don't know what it is by looking at it, I don't really know. But I kind of get some raw kind of vibes going from it. I get some Devilman monster vibes from it. This looks very monstrous. And I do like, in fact, actually, I'm going to put up an A. It's a low A, but I think it's an A nonetheless. Mudkip. It's an easy S. No problem. Mudkip is a goat, truly. Again, going back to my own nostalgia, I will admit this is the time where the S's are going to get a little bit harder to get. I was still a child for these. I was still like, how old was I? Like 10 or 11 for these, but I was still in that age range to be in the prime demographic for Pokemon, right? Mudkip is very cute. Iconic meme. Do you like Mudkips? Yes, I like Mudkips. I do like Mudkips very greatly. I like its mohawk. I like its big fin on its back. I like the little star-shaped cheek things that axolotls. I think it's an axolotl or maybe a mudskipper. It looks a lot cooler than a regular mudskipper. I'll tell you that right now. I don't like Marshop nearly as much. Actually, I think I don't think it's fair if I put these two in different tiers. Now, if this hurts your feelings, I think going forward, most middle evolutions are probably going to end up being an F. I'm not going to lie. It's fine. It's like high D. It's like, or maybe even like C minus. I don't know. It goes back to it looks a little too human for no particular reason, and I'm not really thrilled about that. I like that it's always smiling. That's pretty good. I like that the seafoam green is a little bit more earthy, I guess, because this thing lives in water, and like specifically mud. Other than that, I don't know. It just, once you reach perfection, you're only adding a bunch of shit to it, and that only makes it worse. I do like how it has a mohawk, actually. That's almost enough to put it up in like low C, but I don't know. I'll leave it there next to Blaziken, or next to this thing. Right, Swampert. I really like Swampert, actually. Yeah, that's good. I really like Swampert. It's a big old dad guy. It's a big old dude. It's another one of those. I would appreciate this Pokemon if it was 50 feet tall. That's a pretty easy slam dunk for me. I don't know how I feel about its shoulder pads, but I like that evolution from Feraligatr to Swampert of carrying on the shoulder pads aesthetics. That's okay. Um, Broadly speaking, I like Swampert more as a quadruped, a creature that crawls around, and it can do that, and it is very frequently seen as a creature on all fours, so it's not always standing up like that. It looks like a big, reliable creature that lives in the water. It almost gives me sort of the same sort of gentle giant vibes that Lapras has, but maybe a little bit more ready and willing to fight. Same for sort of like a Dragonite too, like the ugly version of a Dragonite or Lapras, where, this big gentle giant doesn't like to fight, but it's really not afraid to throw down and maybe, might play fight, but nothing too serious. That's the vibe I get from Swampert, and I like that. Truly a king of the swamp. Pretty good. Poochyena, I like that. I like that it's a early game dark type. That's pretty good. I don't know how I feel about its red nose, but I think it gives a little bit of contrast. It has a sort of devilish look to it. It looks like it's ready to get into some mischief. But it's a cute little dog, and I do appreciate that. It looks very, very ready to scrap, ready to brawl, despite being like 2 feet tall. Yep, like imagine if a German Shepherd was angry and 2 feet tall. Then there's Mightyena. I really like Mightyena. Mightyena's really good. It took me a long time to warm up to Mightyena because it just struck me as like a worse Houndoom. But, I already like Houndoom, so what's the issue here? Like, not every Pokemon is going to be entirely unique. We are at the point now in this, great tier listing of having like 300 of these things. We're gonna get to a point to where we have 1,000 of them. Well, soon anyway. Well, I guess if you include like new forms, we are well over 1,000. We're well over 1,000, right? We have to be. So I like this thing. I still don't know how I feel about the nose. I don't think I like the nose too much, but I like its kind of mullet-like pelt. This looks like a big, dangerous guy, but he's only dangerous in his own neck of the woods. There are other Pokemon that are way better than this thing. Well, stronger anyway. I do like its design. I appreciate what it's all about. Houndoom's pretty good. Looks like a big, strong wolf guy. That's excellent. And I'm very happy that they had the this is the point where we started getting a lot more human-shaped Pokemon, like the notorious Gardevoir. And I'm never really a huge fan of those. In fact, I'm actually a little shocked Sceptile, and Sceptile's as high as it is, despite being human-shaped. But I'm happy they had the understanding of not immediately just jumping to werewolf for this kind of thing. That's pretty good. I don't really like Zigzagoon too much. It's not offensive, but I don't know. It just feels way less inspired than Rattata, but it does feel quite a bit better than Sentret, though. I like, well, I don't really like anything about this thing, but I don't hate it either. It's a dog. It's a raccoon. It's a raccoon dog. I'm not really too thrilled about Furret. I don't really have any strong feelings on that one either. It's it's another Furret. Wait, I'm sorry, did I call this thing Furret? Oh, no, this is Slinedoon. What if Furret was edgier? That's what this thing is. It's just Furret again. I guess. I like how lineful it is. I don't know, something about this thing, this doesn't really strike out to me, but I will say that its, Galarian variants are easily S tier, for no particular reason. I don't know, they just look a little too indescript for me. I know I've given other Pokemon props for being a little indescript, but, I don't know. Wurmple has a butt for a face. It's gotta be in D. It's gotta be in D. I don't know what to tell you. It's gotta be in D. It has a butt for a face. In fact, actually, yeah, that boy has a butt for a face. I don't know what to tell you. Any Pokemon with an ass for a face, it can't go higher than B. Or it can't go higher than D. I'm being nice right now. It's only in D because I like its coloration. I like its little horn, I guess. I like that it has two little spindly things on the back of it for presumably spinning a shell, I think. Then there's Silcoon and Cascoon. I don't think they go in F per se. Well, okay, so one of these things actually does have to go in F. Yeah, they just repeated a Pokemon. And in theory, you would think I'd be sort of okay-ish with a repeat of a Pokemon. Like, there are like 1,000 of these things. Sometimes it's okay to just say, this is just the same Pokemon over again. But because they're two different Pokemon, and you don't really know what it's going to evolve into, I don't know why they're two different Pokemon with two different names. I kind of wish that they just were like two variants of the same Pokemon. I might like them better that way, like Nidoran and Nidorina. But I don't know. I like how spiny one of them is. The other one is just a copy. I don't really know which one's a copy, so I like purple a little better. So I'll put that one in D and the other one in F for being a copy. I I don't like that they're spiky on their own, but I do like the implication of maybe this thing was caught in a larger netting or webbing and sort of got loose, and the parts of the webbing that were closest to the cocoon were just hard enough to be these sort of spindly spines. If that's true, then D. If that's not true, and they're just kind of spiky like that, then they both go in F. Period. That's all I have to say about it. Beautifly is just worse Butterfree. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I was kind of talking about, where Butterfree, I appreciate the minimalism there. But Beautifly, they kind of went a little nuts. I think they went a little bit too far. Don't worry, I don't like despise it or anything like that, or at least not anymore. It's okay. I know I said it's okay if some Pokemon are just basically other Pokemon because there are a lot of them. But I don't. But I still think it's okay to compare them and contrast. And I do appreciate the colors on this one. I appreciate the nectar sucker straw that it has. I think. I'm yawning today. I'm not even really tired. One of those two qualities needs to go for it to go up in the B. But I don't know. This just looks a little bit too complicated. But it's okay. Actually, it should go a little higher than these two idiots. Dustox is okay. It just barely gets away with being a little too complicated. It's for sure also too complicated, but that was my first shiny Pokemon, so nostalgia bias there. That's why it goes so high. I like its eyes. That looks a little weird. I like its wing shape, kind of like a kite. I like the colors, the use of colors for its wings and its the main worm part of the body. Not so much the yellow for the eyes and the antennas. I kind of wish a Beautifly and Dustox looked a little bit more in common, I guess. And again, another Pokemon that I think would look very good if it was 100 feet tall. So, there we go. It's fine. It's good. I like Dustox well enough. Okay, Lotad. I don't like Lotad. It's okay. Lotad's fine. What do I have to say about Lotad? I don't like its beak. I don't know how I feel about it having 6 little limbs. I like that it has a little hat going on, though. I like that it seems to be just a Pokemon excuse for a lily pad. That's pretty good. I really like the color choice, though. Green and blue are usually winners for me. I'm not gonna lie. Lombre, I like quite a bit less. I think it's because it doesn't fully follow through with what I I think Lotad is supposed to be, because Lombre is supposed to be a Kappa, and I guess Pokemon just has weird bad luck with Kappas, and I think if it turned into a bigger Kappa, a Kappa with less going on, I'd like it more, but for now, I kind of don't, so, yeah, it's kind of a victim of its own circumstances. Okay. Okay, we gotta think of something to do with you. So I know a lot of Hispanic people don't specifically have... Oh, shit, I've been going this whole time without music. I know a lot of Hispanic people actually don't really have a huge beef with Ludicolo. I don't know. This looks pretty bad, right? I don't know. Like, I like its energy. I like it's happy, but listen, if Jinx gets its own tier, for the sake of fairness, Ludicolo also has to. I don't know, this looks pretty bad, right? I think the true tier I would probably get if I had to would be like here. No, here. Probably like in D tier. Like, it does, well, no, maybe C. It does succeed in being a proud member of an evolutionary line. It does have that vibe. I don't know, like, it's not a Kappa. It looks a little racist, right? I don't like its beak. Looks like a Daffy Duck beak. It looks like a pineapple with another pineapple on top. The poncho is part of its face. I know it's probably supposed to be a Kappa, but that really doesn't read very well over like the sombrero and poncho vibes. I don't know. It's a little overcomplicated. I'm not really into it. C-Dot. I'm not super big on C-Dot either. I like this sprite of it specifically. That's okay, but it's just a little nut guy. He's just kind of chilling out, just a little nut guy walking around. In fact, no. Yep, he's just a little nut guy. He's just walking around. Reminds me a little bit of a Goomba. There he is. Nuzleaf, I don't think anyone had anything to say about this one, but, I don't know. It just gives me some kind of weird vibes. I don't really like the vibes Nuzleaf's giving me. I don't know. That looks a little... That's a realistic human shape with some realistic human skin tone. I don't know. That's a little weird. If you're gonna call me an SJW, which you are correct for doing so, that's 100% a correct descriptor of me. Simply don't make the Pokemon human. Easy. Just don't make them human. I don't want to be like their personal friend. I'm not some sicko that is asking me if Gardevoir. Hey fellas, did anyone see Gardevoir at the daycare last night? She was there with some Chad Machoke. That's not, I'm not interested in any of that crazy stuff. I'm not trying to hear that. No human Pokemon. No, I'm tired of it. No more. We got way too many. Of the, how many do I have down here? Like 1, 2, 3. 6, like 20-ish Pokemon. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 10 of them have been human shaped. We can't keep doing this, people. Okay? Christ. If I wanted to train humans, I would have just been like, I would have just played Fire Emblem or something. Nuzleaf. Or Shiftry. I want to like Shiftry so much. It's a Tengu, it's a ninja guy. It's made of wood. It's got those elf ears. There's something about this thing. This is one I really do feel bad about, because everything about it I want to like, but for some reason I just don't. There's just something about the concept of Shift Free that doesn't quite add up. And I think it might be its shape. It might still, once again, be a little too human for me. I don't know, maybe it's because it doesn't have any moves that read as a very ninja thing to me, so I have a hard time latching on to what it's supposed to be. Yep, there it is. I don't really know why a seed turns into a a black child, which turns into a Tengu. I don't know, I don't really care much for it. Talo, I like a little better than Pidgey. I like the bolt coloration. I like that it's a swallow Pokemon. It looks very happy and ready, very ready to be here. In fact, actually, let's put it a little bit. No, it's fine where it is, because I like Swallow quite a bit more. This is a great Pokemon. I really love Swallow. It looks very proud of being a very, very big bird. It just looks like more of Talo, with some of the coolness factor of Pidgeotto, but with a little bit more style behind it to back it up. It looks like a very stylish Pokemon, a very stylish version of that early game bird. Wingull looks like a CGI render of a bird in the background. I'm not really thrilled about that one. Pelipper, despite me having a lot of nostalgia for Pelipper specifically, just being a early game bird Pokemon that's reliable and learns, special moves that most birds don't and can use it kind of efficiently. I really hate Pelipper. I don't like its eyes. It's mostly the eyes I don't like. It's not the worst Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that's bad that I'm really not mad at. I kind of wish I liked it a little bit more. But there's just something about Pelipper I don't care much for. I think it looks a little too cartoony. I don't like its flat top. I should have a flat top like mine, where I just spike it up every day a little bit. Not thrilled about that. Okay, now we got the Routes line. Routes is cool. I like Routes well enough. It looks like a little guy. It looks like a little Esper guy wearing a helmet. Its body is not of much use, but that brain is a bumpin' and a hoppin'. It's using its Giga Brain to really compensate for that body. Speaking of that body, Kirlia. Kirlia's fine. It's okay. I don't really have strong feelings on Kirlia. It's fun that there's a ballet Pokemon. I still am not super thrilled about these very gendered Pokemon, but for one of the ones that does, I like its hair. I like that it doesn't look too much. It still looks very much like a Pokemon. If I had alcohol, I would have taken a shot there. Because I don't like Gardevoir. I think, honestly, truly, I want to put it in C. We have too much history. We have too much trauma. There's nowhere else I could put this with F, okay? I am so tired of seeing so much Gardevoir. We cannot do this. We live in a society. I don't like it. It's too tall. I don't like that. It seems to walk instead of float, yet it doesn't have feet. I don't like that. It doesn't really have a clear face. I don't like that. I don't like the simps. You all are sick, and I hate you, and I hate your favorite Pokemon on principle. Fuck Gardevoir. In fact, actually, you know what? This implies that it's better than Ludicolo. Hold up. Oh. I guess I'll change the color on that. Nope. Oops. Change color on this one. I'm going full on Joker. I'm going full on Joker mode, y'all. We live in a society. That's the tier that this thing ranks in. We live in a society. Um, that's all I have to say about that. I don't like the horn thing in the middle either. I don't like that one bit. I like what they did here. It's a psychic. Use an antenna as a big, like, conductor. Here it's like the hair, and here it's just... Well, I don't want to know what that is. I'm sure a lot of you have interesting ideas of what happens if you pull that out and what else you could put in its place. This thing. This generation is having a lot of Pokemon I just don't have strong feelings for. I like that this thing is a water strider. It has those eyes, those naturalistic eyes that I like. This does not have a mysterious core, but it does feel a little mysterious because it doesn't have a mouth, so I like that. This thing's pretty cool too, Masquerain. I like that it has a mask. I like that it uses its eyes to intimidate. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like it. I think it's very cute. Head looks like a water drop. Don't really know how I feel about the big antenna on its head, but I like that its little tiny set of wings look like little diamond shapes. That's pretty cool. This thing, Shroomish. Outside of a mushroom, I'm really not sure what Shroomish is supposed to be, but whatever it is, I like it well enough. I don't hate it. I don't have super strong feelings on it. My only real thought is that I wish it evolved a little bit sooner, because it looks like a Pokemon that should be a lot worse than what it is, and should turn into Breloom a little earlier. I like the color palette on it too. That's pretty fun. I enjoy that. I like that it looks a little bit grumpy too. It looks a little too dissimilar to Breloom. Breloom? I don't know what the fuck Breloom is. Get up here. Get on up here. Get your ass up here, Breloom. This is a Pokemon I used to actually really not like. But the more I look at it, the more I get, like, random-ass vibes from it. This looks like the Pokemon that's just a combination of just a lot of different shit. Okay, we got Mushroom. Check. How about... some olives. Let's get some of that in there. Let's get some kangaroo vibes. I'm feeling that today. Let's give it some little dinosaur arms that it could apparently punch with. Turn those bad boys into claws for whatever reason. Maybe give it a little bit of a dinosaur-y nature to it. What's its face gonna be? Oh, I don't fucking know. Just put a beak? I don't know. Who cares? Put a little samurai hat on that boy. There we go. just the leftover special with Pokemon. That's what Breloom is. It's just a whole bunch of shit. Wad's a fighting type? Who knows? But it is what it is. So, and whatever it is, I like it, I guess. I don't know how I feel about using it on a team, though. I don't know, it looks a little gross. Looks like it. This looks like a Pokemon that people would really want to eat, but I would be the one person who's like, I don't eat Breloom, and people go, what? What? You never eaten Breloom? Did you fry it up? Like, oh, did you like? Well, oh, you probably fried it. That's why it tasted bad. And I go, no, I ate it right out the jar, just like everyone else. They go, oh, well, what brand did you eat? And I'll go, listen, man, I just don't like Breloom. It just tastes kind of gross. It tastes like fucking olives. I hate olives. So that's why Breloom is okay. That's why it's an A. Slack Off is a Pokemon I understand perfectly, and that's a quality we haven't really had in a little bit on this list. I understand exactly what Slack Off is. It represents whatever it's supposed to be about incredibly well. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I think my name can go an S on that. Nah, it's fine where it is. Yep, this guy's pretty good. I understand exactly what Slack Off is about. There's no explanation. A lot of these newer Pokemon going forward are going to need a little bit of explanation on what they're supposed to be, or I have to think about it for more than like a split second. Not this thing. It's a lazy sloth. He's sitting there, he's yawning around, he's laying around, he's having a lazy old Sunday afternoon. So, good on him. I can get behind this guy. Vigoroth kind of disrupted Slack Off's day. I don't like that. Its design is okay. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be still, like a sloth that's angry now. I get that. I think that's supposed to be the joke. I don't like the clown nose. Not really thrilled about these clown nose Pokemon, but okay. Slacking. It's a very good pun. I like that it's a pun on the word Slacking King. That's pretty cool. It's a big gorilla, but also a sloth. I'm really into that. I'm into its lazy vibe of picking its nose. Slack Off is just sort of unaware, but Slack King just don't care. It's large, it's in charge, it's a Yeti, it's a sloth, it's a gorilla. He's just another big old dude. Nincada, I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't like Nincada. It looks a little too complicated for me. A little too many colors for no particular reason. And I think cicadas in general just kind of suck, so... Ninjas is pretty good. I like Ninjas well enough. Hopefully you can still hear the music, I think. It was just getting a little too loud on my end. Hopefully that last 20 minutes weren't just unusable. Ninjas is okay. Looks like a ninja guy. I like its little helmet. Again, I had to work a little too hard to figure out what it's supposed to be, but, you know, for what it is, I do appreciate. Shedinja. I really like... actually, no, it has a little halo above its head. Okay, so there's a few things going on here. So one, it has a little halo over its head to reflect that it's dead. That's really fun and really cute and very interesting. It has a wing, so it has sort of angelic qualities to it too. Again, that's how you know it's undead. That's a very interesting take for a dead Pokemon. No, this thing isn't literally dead. It's just the discarded husk of a evolving Shedinja. Or a Ninjas, rather. And, you know, it's sort of discarded, so it can be considered to be dead. There's something a little ethereal about that. Has some deep lore going on, where if you look into the back of it, that's no good. Again, I like that it has some sort of angelic vibes to it, despite, you know, not being an especially elegant Pokemon. That's pretty good, and that's kind of the angle I like it from. So, that's very fun and creative, that the husk of a Pokemon evolving turns into something totally different. Because we do have this problem with the first phase, doesn't always look much like the third phase. But this one actually doesn't really have a third phase, or a middle phase. It just has a Cocoon replacing it, which is a very fun and interesting replacement. To really make up for the starters having that gross, awkward teen phase thing going on. I don't like Whismur. I don't like its eyes, I don't like its mouth, I don't like how it's supposed to be cute, but I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. I'm sure it's supposed to be a noise Pokemon, but I would have never fucking known. Bullet to my head, what is this? I don't know, a fucking rabbit? I don't like it. Loudron, I don't like its teeth. This thing is hideous. I hate Loudron so much. Definitely a strong contender for the ugliest Pokemon. I don't like these what is this, a hippo, a rabbit? I don't know. If not for the name, I would have never been able to tell you what the thing was supposed to be. It's another Pokemon that's trying to get a little bit too smart with its design, but it's supposed to be a boombox. The inside of its mouth are supposed to be like the subwoofers, and the ears are supposed to be the... I don't really know what the parts of the boombox are, but the speaker part. But it's all bad, and I don't like it. Same is true for Exploud. This has so much stuff going on for no reason. It looks smoother for some reason, has little horns on its head. I'm sure that's supposed to be like an organ or something like that, but this Loudron looks more like a boombox, so I don't know why this new Pokemon would be more of an organ. It looks angry for no reason, it has redstone eyes. I don't know, this thing just fucking sucks. I don't like the colors on it either. It still has those gross missing teeth thing going on too. Who the fuck likes this thing? If you like this thing, you should get better taste in Pokemon. I'm happy I changed what I was going to say at the last second. I don't want to say anything I'll regret later. Makuhita's head looks like a bagged lunch, and that's pretty good. Its head looks like a bagged lunch. It has those Pikachu ears. Kind of look like it and Pikachu has a common ancestor. It's a little sumo guy. Its ears are sumo. Its ears are the bagged lunch bag. That's kind of fun. That's kind of interesting. Looks like a Pokemon that loves to eat. I love its little mischievous face thing going on. Reminds me quite a bit of Boo. Hariyama looks a little complicated, but I still do like it. I like this thing actually quite a bit more than Machoke. Again, much like Blaziken, I'd appreciate it if it was 50 feet tall, but more of an Ultraman fashion than a Kaiju fashion. But it would look like a cool villain of the week. I like its big mohawk hair. I like that it looks very proud of how big and strong it is. It's a fat Pokemon. That's pretty cool. But it looks so strong and cool, and not like in a weird, fat, shamey way. So that's pretty sick. I like this guy. Azumarill's baby Pokemon, I like that one. I don't like it that much. I don't like that it's a normal type. I'm not really thrilled about that. Another trans rights Pokemon where it can just change sex depending on what game you play when it turns into a Marill. I like its bolder blue coloring. The fact that it's supposed to be a water dot Pokemon, or whatever it's called, shines through a little bit more. It bounces on its tail. That's pretty cute. But it's so little that its little tail thing is about the size of the whole body. It looks way more deliberately mouse-like. It reminds me of the mice from Choo Choo Rocket, actually. It's pretty good. Truly worthy of not being Pikachu. Nose pass. I don't know. This guy looks kind of lame. It's a big nose. I like the eyes on it. Its Generation 3 sprite was way worse, and probably like in the F- if we had one. But, you know, I don't hate it as much as Pelipper. I don't hate it as much as Wilmer. But I hate it a little bit more than Wingull, or a little less than Wingull, actually. Yeah, I don't like it. This guy sucks. Skitty. It's okay. Skitty's fine. No. It almost escaped D. It would be in D if it didn't have these three little claw things on its tail. It's cute. It's cute enough, but I just really hate those three little bits on its tail. It can notoriously breed with Wilmer, so. I was gonna make a fanfiction joke, but that joke is over a decade old, so it has to already exist, so I'll save it a trouble. Delcatty does me a favor and gets rid of that stupid thing I hate so much, so it's getting a nice high rating. Wait, is that high? I guess so. Yep, that seems about right. Part of its tail has some kind of tiger-like qualities. I'm not really sure how I feel about the thing around its neck. I don't really like that too much. But I like its purple coloration. It comes off as very regal, like a rich old woman. In fact, actually, I like it better than Biggeroth. Yep, right about there. Seems pretty good. Delcatty's okay. Sableye is a Pokemon I want to like, but I just don't for whatever reason. I don't have an intellectual reason for not liking Sableye. I like that there's a Gremlin Pokemon, and the Gremlin Pokemon likes shiny things, so it lives in a cave where diamonds are collected, I guess. That's pretty cool. It's a Pokemon that just sort of exists. I think I know so many people that like it, it makes me come around to not liking it as much. And honestly, I think if left to my own devices, I might put it in B. But I just hear so many people say they like little gremlins so much that it kind of makes me roll my eyes at the idea of a gremlin Pokemon. But this is a very creatively handled gremlin Pokemon, I'll give them that. So there we go. I like this guy. He's okay. Mawile. I want to like Mawile, but I really don't. So this Pokemon is supposed to be like a Yukiona, or something like that. You know, the woman with the mouth on the back of her head. Allegedly, God fucking know if that's what it. I'm not gonna get into it. I wonder if this thing is gonna be in that Sinnoh sequel as a new form. That'll be fun, right? I understand it's supposed to be a Yukiona, but outside of the mouth on the back of its head, and even that seems a little bit debatable. I'm really not sure what this thing's supposed to be. I don't know why it's a steel type either. It's really hard to catch too, and that gets on my nerves. I don't know. I just don't like this thing all around. I think it had a really good concept for a Pokemon, but really fucked up the execution. Maybe it should get an evolution. Who knows? They got a Mega that I like a little bit better, but I still don't like the execution of it. The mouth sort of gives me Audrey 2 vibes for what it's worth. But I really don't think that was intentional, so I'm leaving it where it is. Aaron is just a man's name. Aaron is cute. Aaron, it's alright. I like its little green eye. I like its football-shaped face. Its mask-like face. On that little tiny, cute little frame. Actually, I'm gonna put it higher. Not A. Yep, that seems cool. Aaron is right about there. It just feels like worse Rhyhorn. Yet I have to wait until level 40 to get it there. I feel like that's a Pokemon that would have greatly benefited from a horn or like some tusk or something like that. I don't know. It feels a little too close to Pokemon we already gotten, but like significantly worse and slower and it's okay. Aaron, say it with me, you know the words. I would appreciate this thing if it was 50 feet tall. That's right, you know the words. If it can attack a building, if it was bigger, then I'm down. I love this thing. I like that I enjoy its visual design a little bit more than Tyranitar, who I didn't mention last time. Really gave me some Generation 1 vibes more than Generation 2. But it's statistically way worse. I like that it's a big creature made of metal. I think it's supposed to be based off like the Pulgasari, which is also very interesting because it's a fucking North Korean made monster movie from a dude who was kidnapped from North Korea and was forced to make a monster movie. But he packed it full of a bunch of anti-North Korean sentiments, and like the moment he got the chance, he fucking bounced to China, I believe, at like some type of party or something like that. So now you know about Pulgasari. Now you know about Aaron. Pretty good. I really like him a lot. In fact, actually, yep. Yep, those guys are pretty good. Meditite, I don't really like Meditite. I don't know. I'm putting it right there. I'm not gonna say this thing's racist. I don't know. It could be. It could be. I don't really know what to say. No, okay, but seriously. I don't really know what to say about this thing. I don't like it. It looks a little too complicated. I feel like its concept may have been handled a little bit better by Tyrogue. I think this should have been one of those Pokemon that appear a little later and having its first form not be the baby form, but being the immature form. And going with the baby form just maybe not like this guy very much. I noticed for these Generation 3 Fs and Ds, I'm not frustrated, well, except for like Shiftry. I'm not frustrated that I don't like them, I just feel pity for them that they're not a Pokemon I like. That said, I really do like Metachamp though. I don't know. It's one of the Ooh, we're yawning so much today, I don't know why. I don't know, I like this guy. Has Squidward skin, I like the coloration on it. It's human, but it definitely gets away from, like, what you expect a human to look like. It has big yoga pants. That's pretty cool. It's supposed to be like a dancer Pokemon, but it doesn't really have any, like, weird sexualized features and focuses on how this thing is supposed to move more often than not, and that's pretty cool. I don't like how it's not very clear if this thing just has fat legs or it's just wearing belly dancing pants. But you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. A lot of good stuff going on with that old boy. I hate Manectric's colors. I don't know. I don't like its colors. I don't like its colors. I don't like its long ass head. I don't like its fucking slick back dome. Like, what if the fucking the fucking cone head just got like a fucking slick back, just take its cone and just whoop. That's pretty bad. I don't like that. I don't like anything about this guy. Pretty bad. Manectric, I actually don't like either. A lot of people really like Manectric, but not me. Actually, no. There we go. That seems about right. I think these D tier Pokemon are ones that, so the F tier are ones that I think were like a mistake. The D tier ones are ones that I would not feel good about using on my own, but I could see someone's character team in a game or something being built around it and not thinking much of it. Like I could see a rock gym leader using Aeron. I could see a Japanese theme like water or grass gym leader using you know, this little camera guy. Lombre. Okay, Pikachu and Pikachu. This is probably about... Listen, these Pikachu clones all have nowhere to go but down, okay? I'll be real with you. These two are cute. I'll definitely give them that. I like that they had a plus and minus thing going on. These feel like what I'd like from Pikachu, I guess. Or like a baby form of Pikachu under a modern lens, but they're okay. They're fine. They're cute. I like them as a team. I like how one of them is blue. That's an interesting perspective for that kind of Pokemon. These two things look really dorky. I don't like Volbeat's thing around its neck. I don't like its little pudgy design. I don't really like how it doesn't turn into anything either. I don't like its blue face. I don't like its nose. Illumise is a little bit less offensive, but I don't like its overall shape. And I think, like a lot of those legendary Pokemon, I have a hard time splitting them up and putting them, you know, where they should be independently. But Illumise would be like in the lowest of D or maybe a little bit above. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's stop talking about it. Yep, that seems about right to me. Yep, that seems correct to me. Illumise is a little bit less offensive. I don't know, it just looks like it's supposed to be a little cuter. I like the purple coloration, but they're both Firefly Pokemon, and I appreciate that, but I don't appreciate these Pokemon. That's for sure. Rosalia, it's fine. It's okay. A lot of these I'm a little bit more ambivalent to. I like its blue and red roses. That's pretty fun. That's kind of cute. Certain designs of Rosalia cover between B and C for me. In fact, actually, let's just split the difference now that I think about it. Yep, that seems about right. I like Rosalia well enough. It's a rose Pokemon. Has 2 roses for arms. Too many of these things are getting anthropomorphic, and I don't really like that. Finally, a good Pokemon. We haven't seen one of those in a while. Gulpin is very cute. I like Gulpin. I like saying the name Gulpin. I like its little butt cheek face. This is actually the first one I would say that kind of falls into don't look like a Pokemon kind of thing. But I do like it nonetheless. It looks like a Sanrio character, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the thing on its head. I like that it's Grimer, but cuter. Swalot, I like not quite as much, but I do still like it. Actually, no. You know the words, and so do I. 50 feet tall, would be pretty cool as a monster. It's another muck. I don't like... Well, I'm not sure if I do or don't like the butt cheek face. I don't like the mustache, but I do like the diamonds on its body. I wish Pokemon, as a series, had more of suits on Pokemon. I think that would be very cool. Like their diamond, spade, club, and heart Pokemon more often. This thing is cool. I like it. I like the purple and black coloration. That's pretty fun. I like it. It looks distinctive and bold. Carvana. Carvana's pretty good. I like Carvana. It's a little complicated for me, but and it doesn't look like the thing it evolves into, which is usually a minus. But this thing looks like a big old piranha ready to bite you up. Looks like a scary piranha ready to do its thing. Sharpedo is incredibly good. I really like Sharpedo. It's a shark. It's a torpedo. I'm not really sure what else I'm supposed to say about Sharpedo. Shark Torpedo. Way too cool, way too good to be a Team Aqua Pokemon. I'll tell you that now. Yep, Sharpedo. It tries to hold on to some commonality with Carvana, with the yellow on its face. And I kind of wish it kept its old design, or its allegedly old design. I don't know if that's actually it. Where it had a bit of an anchor going on, even if it wasn't a steel type. That would be pretty cool. But I do like what we have here. We haven't really had a shark Pokemon before, and I don't think we've really had one ever since. So I like that they picked an interesting route to go with it, too. Wilmer is very good. This generation has a lot of cool water types. It's a whale, but it's an immature whale, so it's a little ball guy. No problem. Looks like it's having a lot of fun, and it's bigger than you would expect. Wailord, if you only played the video games, is also bigger than you'd wait, shit, was he? I don't know. Wailord is also bigger than you expect. Much bigger, actually. It's kind of a big deal. It's a big old cute whale. It looks like an even gentler giant than all the gentle giants I've kind of mentioned before. In fact, it actually might take the cake of being a gentle sea giant, of being the largest Pokemon by a long shot, even if the games don't always show it as such. Not really sure why they keep putting Wailord in the game if they're not going to show how big it is. That's half the fun of this thing just being an absolute titan among Pokemon. Yet, seemingly being a very soft and gentle creature. And I actually really like that. Numel has booty cheeks on its head, so I'm not really thrilled about. Oh wait, no, we're back to the yellows and beige for fire types. I'm not really thrilled about that. I don't like that at all. Don't like that one bit. I'm getting less tolerant of it too, and it evolves super late, so I'm looking at this thing all game. Camera up this better. Not that much better. A lot of these Pokemon, remember everything I said before about the pride test? Does this Pokemon look proud of how far it's come? Nope, not camera up. Looks like it just... Hey guys, camera update 714 here. Back for another episode of Let's Play Minecraft, okay? Please follow my Twitch channel for all the updates. Comment, it really helps. Why am I doing this? That's the vibe I get from camera up, you know what I mean? I don't know why it has 3 little blue circles on the side. I don't think it hurts it, but I don't know. For such a cool idea for a Pokemon, a camel that erupts. They really fucked up and dropped the ball on this one, so I'm really not a fan. Torchic, it's okay. It's a big turtle. I'm down with it being a big turtle. It always produces smoke, so that's kind of cool. I sort of wish it evolved into something else, and once again, we're back to using red as a color of reasonable, plausible deniability of what color a creature like this could be, while also saying, oh yeah, it's a fire type, for sure. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that it's always, bellowing with white smoke. I probably should mention this is the first tier. This is the first time where I think these tiers accurately reflect these where I actually think about these Pokemon. Remember, these are the objectively correct tier list. Okay. So that's how you know I'm always correct. Like this time, there is no curving grades. That F is an F. That D is a D. That D is not a Hoenn D. That's just a D. Spoink is fine. This is a Pokemon that took me a while to come around to, but it's fine. I like its darker coloration. That's kind of cool because not all pigs are pink. I like that it has it ponders the orb. I like that it ponders the orb. I don't know why it's a pig though. Grumpig. It's like, what if a Pokemon evolved into Drowsy? Yeah, that would be pretty bad, right? Yeah, what if this... Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what Grumpig is supposed to be. I think they had a lot of cool stuff going with Spoink that they fucked up with Grumpig. I feel like they could have used a better name for Grumpig, though. I'm trying to brainstorm names, but none of them come to mind. It's actually really hard to think of this kind of thing on the fly. Like, Pigesper? No, that's pretty bad. I don't know. I'll leave y'all in the comments to think of something. Spinda is okay. Spinda's fine. I wish Spinda turned into something else, though. Every single Spinda can be a different version of Spinda. But I wish it was a better Pokemon that would encourage me to catch more than one so I'd actually notice. Because for a long time I actually didn't notice that every Spinda has its own unique patterning going on. And that's because I only saw one of them throughout the game and just kept it pushing. Because why would I ever want to check out 2 different Spindas? If it was a Pokemon I kept my eye on that was better and maybe want to check it out, then I'd like it more, but... Nope. I do like that it's always spinning, though. It looks very dizzy. It looks very confused. It looks very turnt. That's pretty funny. So, mark where it's due. That's why you're in C. Trapinch. I really like Trapinch. Trapinch is pretty good. I like an antlion Pokemon. This looks like an antlion Pokemon. It has big old jaws for chomping, and doesn't really give away, you know, that antlions turn into dragonflies. It's pretty fun. This thing is a dragonfly. I like this guy pretty well. This is the least cool dragon. I like dragons that are not cool, especially when they have the dragon typing. That makes me like them a lot more. So this guy's just a dragonfly, which is dragon type, and I'm into that. I like its coloration too. Flygon, I really like Flygon because it just looks a little lame. Yeah, it looks a little bit reptilian while also keeping a lot of that dragonfly aesthetics going on. It looks like a big, strong dragon, but it doesn't look too strong. It reminds me of Dragonite in that regard. And that, yeah, Dragon is the strongest type, but this isn't necessarily the strongest Pokemon of that type, though. It feels like, you know, it worked very hard to learn how to fly, like it's a dragon and ground type that just kind of knows to levitate. I don't know why, that's a little funny to me too. I like its eye things. It kind of keeps the dirt out, flying at high speeds in the desert. That's pretty good. It's a big green guy. I think I would have liked it a little bit more if it came in a couple of different colors, but oh well. Pokemon was not quite at that point yet. We are still dealing with, like, Spinda, and Silcoon and Cascoon, and those Generation 3 hidden evolution mechanics are probably a little bit too complicated for you know, this kind of thing. Or, like, hidden qualities about this game that it has. This guy's pretty good, too. I really like Cacnea. I like that it kind of reads like a little desert skull thing going on. Kind of looks like a skull to me. I like that. It looks like a little cactus guy. Something that sounds about it has a little crown. I really like Cacnea. It's pretty good. Cacturn is incredibly good too. I really like Cacturn. I think I just have a thing for well, I should have silenced my phone first. Sorry, everyone. That spooked me too. This is a very important business that I'm doing right now. Yep, Cacturn is definitely one of my favorites of this generation. In fact, actually, I think right now it might actually be my favorite of Generation 3 squad, and possibly my favorite grass type. Period. I like that it's a scarecrow, but also a cactus. Like if the idea of a scarecrow wasn't enough for you, what if it was also a cactus? Is that offensive? Okay, well, what if it was a bad cactus? What if it was an evil cactus that was coming for you? I think that's very cute. I think that's very funny. It's a pretty good Pokemon. I really like this thing. 10 out of 10. A+. Pretty good. Not quite in Porygon or in Wooper tier, but it's a really good Pokemon. I kind of wish its abilities were better, though. Or at least, you know, in the main game. Like, useful in the main game is what I mean. Swablu looks like a pear with wings. It's cute. Cute enough. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to put you there. Yeah, this thing, it looks like a pear with wings. That's really all I have to say about it. It's cute. It's a bird. Cotton wings. Then there's Altaria. Again, I'm really into these kind of dorky-looking dragons that don't look particularly fearsome. I'm really into that. That's very cool. Yet this thing is a dragon, yet not really having too many dragon-like qualities. Just looks like a big bird. So I can't help but find it a little bit charming. That it is a dragon, similar to Flygon. I like how these first couple of generations, while I think they probably showed a little bit too much restraint, I like that there was some restraint in these dragons, so that was pretty cool. Except for, you know, pretty good. I like it. There's a lot of these left. I thought I was making really good pace, and I guess not. Zangoose. I don't like Zangoose. It looks too cool on purpose. I'm not really a big fan of that. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't look entirely uncool, but it looks a little too cool on purpose. I don't know. I'm not super thrilled with that. So Viper, I like it a little bit more. It looks a little sinister. It looks a little evil. I think evil Pokemon can kind of get away with that a little bit more. Especially when they're not trying to be cool, but just trying to be sinister in some way. I like its bolt color choice. It's very good. It's on the verge of being a little too actually, I'm going to move it up. It's on the verge of being a little bit too complicated, but no, I basically like Survivor nonetheless in B. It's pretty good. I like Survivor. It doesn't turn into Arbok, like the 4Kids dub said. No wait, that wasn't 4Kids, that was after 4Kids stopped doing the Pokemon dub. Solrock and Lunatone. These give me very much unknown vibes, I guess, in that they feel like they're the guardians of something very ancient. There's something ancient about these two Pokemon that feel like, you know, they're from like antiquity or something. They know something that humanity now does not know. I don't know if that the actual lore behind Solrock and Lunatone, but that's definitely the vibe that they give me. So when put together in a team like that, that's sort of what, you know, it makes me think of. I like how both of them have something kind of weird going on with the eyes, like Lunatone's eyes are sunken in and also red. Solrock's eyes are always closed. I don't like that Lunatone has a beak, though. I kind of wish they were both mouthless Pokemon. But for what they are, I really like them, nonetheless. Actually, I'm going to move them up a little bit. Solrock's probably the winner. But, yeah, individually, I feel way different about these Pokemon, but as a team, I really like the way they are. Whiscash is a wiener fish. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really too big on Whiscash. It looks a little too small for a catfish. Do catfish get that small? I don't know. It looks like a weird combination of like a minnow, a worm, and a catfish. I think for a Pokemon so simple, it has a little bit too much going on. That said, Barbroach is pretty good. I like Barbroach. Or is this Whiscash? So, you know, there's like a whole Japanese myth about catfish causing earthquakes, and this guy literally does cause earthquakes because it's a ground type and can learn earthquake. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I wouldn't use it on my own team, but I like what it's about. It's definitely no Wooper, though. But I don't know if that's a fair comparison to make, but I do like its color choice. It's pretty good. I like how happy and fat it looks. It's a big old boy chilling out. Corphish is also pretty good. I like Corphish. It's very cute. Yep, it's a very simple design. I like how it walks around on 6 limbs and has 2 big pinchers for pinching. Its little head looks like has a little crown on it. I don't like when it opens its mouth, though. That makes me like it less. If I imagine this thing as a Pokemon without a mouth, I tend to like it quite a bit more. So I think I'll just continue to do such. Crawdont, I want to like it. I really do. I earnestly want to love Crawdont, but I don't. I think I like everything about Crawdont except for that too much attention is called to that mouth. I think if that mouth wasn't there, this thing would be S tier, no problem. Like, its legs look more like they're for galloping now. Its pincers look way more fearsome. The crown on its head is now outright, you know, a more pronounced star. It just looks like a very incredibly menacing and almost demonic-like Pokemon. In fact, I've kind of convinced myself on this one a little bit. Yep, there we go. But that mouth, it's just kind of gross. I don't like it. So close to perfection. So close to perfection. And unlike Corphish, it doesn't let me forget about it either. It doesn't let me forget that it has a thing on its mouth. Baltoy. Baltoy's pretty good. I think I like a lot of the ground type Pokemon in this generation and the water types. Baltoy's pretty good. It looks like a fun toy Pokemon. Another one of these ancient Pokemon that were probably common in their heyday, like back thousands or hundreds of years ago or whatever. But now are sort of a rarity. Like in the year 33 BCE. Baltoy was a common sight like Rattata, but now it's like limited to like ruins and stuff. I like that it's the top. I like that it looks like it knows something that I don't. I like Claydol. Claydol is very good. Claydol gives me big, what are those things called? Dogus. You know, the Dogu things that, in ancient Japan. We'll go to another tab, but I don't want to risk, naughty images being in my browser history. I don't want to dox myself on that one. I half joke, I'm just lazy. But that's not entirely untrue. Right, but you know Dogus. There are those ancient Japanese lore guys that look pretty cool. I like there's a Pokemon based on it. It looks like another ancient Pokemon that knows something from a time humanity has lost long ago. And it looks very powerful. Unlike Baltoy, Unknown, and, you know, Claydol, or not Claydol, Lunatone and Solrock, this looks like a Pokemon that was strong and still is strong. Like, this Pokemon could tell its story, but is simply waiting on someone to ask, rather than a mere bystander that simply existed in times of yore. I really do like Claydol. This is a really inspired Pokemon. It looks very cool. Possibly one of my favorite Psychic types, too, now that I think about it. Lileep is an ancient Pokemon, but ancient in a different way, and that's actually pretty cool. Like, in a game filled with, like, ancient lore Pokemon, it's cool to see a Pokemon that long predates humanity. To it, humanity is more so a recent thing. That's how ancient it is. It has that mysterious core that I like, so that's pretty cool, too. Cradily, I like quite a bit less, but I still do like it nonetheless. I don't like that it's more green, but it does look a little bit more tropical. But all these fossil Pokemon are supposed to be rock types, so I'm not sure how I feel about it being green in that case. I forget if this thing is supposed to live on the seafloor or not. It has little suction cup things at the end of it. I kind of wish it didn't have those, so it still looked a little bit more stationary, but still very powerful. Again, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I really like it. Very cool. Actually, yeah, let's move some of those around. Yeah, that looks about good. Yep, that looks good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. Anorith is an ancient shrimp Pokemon. I don't have too many strong feelings. I just like I like its vibe. I like that it looks like another very ancient Pokemon. It's pretty cool. This one looks like closer to a rock type. I like the coloration on it too. Not a whole lot to say, but I like what I see. Armaldo. Oh, this is one of the few Kaiji Pokemon I don't like quite as much as I want to, but I do like it nonetheless. It's a little overly complicated, I think, but I do really appreciate what it's about. So, while if we live in a perfect world, it would have a little bit less going on, and I'd just slap it an S tier, no problem, but that's not the world we live in, so, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It goes in the B. It's fine. Just got a lot of these. Okay, so where Magikarp was weak, physically, Feebas is ugly. In many ways, it's a parallel to Magikarp, but I think they fucked it up by giving it too many moves it can learn. But I like how hideous this thing is, and it turns into Milo by becoming truly beautiful, and that's pretty cool. Speaking of which, Milotic is a pretty good Pokemon too. I think what stops it getting into A is that its head is a little bit too complicated. It has a little bit too much stuff going on. It definitely looks like a regal Pokemon, but I think one or two of its details need to go for me to really enjoy it. I think it might either be the scales or the point on its head. I don't know. It's a cool Pokemon nonetheless. It's pretty good. It's incredibly good. Some real high tier stuff. Easy high tier material. Castform has nuts. Has nuts. Actually, yeah, it has nuts. Look though. Or, you know, it has balls. One of those two. It has a Peter Griffin chin. I don't know. I'm not a really big fan of that one. But its other three forms are actually very good and very cute. Let's move this up a little bit. I'm getting to a point now to where these lists are getting so long that So these have a little bit more going on. I really wish that they were more useful, though. I wish you didn't have to burn a turn setting up for it. I kind of wish they just came out like this. I really like the Sky God aesthetic. The Sunshine version has the Fujin and Raijin thing going on. That the Wind version and the Sun version have. The Water one is a little bit weaker, but it reminds me a lot of Spoutman EXE from Mega Man Battle Network. So that's pretty good. Although I wish the Water version had a different shaped head besides the Raindrop, but I like what I see. Weather out, guns out, I suppose. Kecleon is fine. It's okay. I don't have any strong feelings for or against Kecleon. It's cool. I like that there's a chameleon Pokemon. I like that it transforms, but its middle stripe stays the same, so you kind of always know it's there. I kind of wish the Pokemon itself came in a couple of more colors, though. I'm not gonna lie. But outside of that, it's cool. It's fine. It's another Pokemon that I probably don't like as much because it's standing upright. Shuppet's pretty good too. I'm not in love with Shuppet, but I can't deny its swag, right? It's a hand puppet. It's a ghost. That's a good concept for a ghost. I don't know how I feel. It's just another Mischievous, I guess. And I like Mischievous too. I like its big expressive eyes. I don't like the little thing on its head though. Not really too big on that part. This might be like a I don't know what they're called. Terry Bozu. The weather guys in Japanese. Well, not mythology, just in regular times. Where you put them out and they tell you what the weather's going to be like. Actually, I think that's what Castform is too, Terry Bozu. But, you know, more cloudy elements to it. But it's pretty good. I like it. Bayonet looks like I wish these two Pokemon were a little bit similar to each other, but I think with ghost types, there aren't really too many bad ghost types in general, and there probably won't really be for a long time either. I think the lowest any given ghost type might go into is like maybe B with like Gourgeist, maybe. I like this thing is a puppet. It's a little backpack. It's a haunted bag spirit. I guess that's fun enough. Like, it's pretty common for people to like leave bags around. So I guess it's possible for one of those bags to kind of be possessed by a malevolent spirit. And I guess the same is kind of true for Shuppet as well. But I think Bayonet is a little bit more likely. I think it's a little bit over-designed, and I wish it looked a little bit more like a backpack. But it is what it is, and I do like it. Death Skull is a spooky, scary skeleton sending shivers down your spine. It has one eye and floats around this Halloween tonight, or however that song ends. I like it. It's very good. It's very cute. It has a skull. It's a little Grim Reaper Pokemon. We haven't really had one of those, so excellent. Dusclops is a Cyclops. I like it a little less than Duskull, but it's still very good. I like that it's a mummy. It's a big, intimidating mummy Pokemon. I don't like that it kind of lost some of its Grim Reaper qualities, but those come back in Dust Noir. So even its awkward middle phase is still very good. It looks like a big, spooky guy coming to get you. Still has those skull-like qualities to it. Still a Cyclops. I kind of wish it floated, but hey, again, Dust Noir floats, so it's pretty good. Tropius, where did I put Meganium? I have to go lower than Meganium. I think right about here. So a lot of people hate this guy, but I just like it's a dinosaur that flies. It looks like a very rare Pokemon, but it turns out it's not. Its stats are pretty bad, but I think there's just something big and majestic about this big tropical beast that flies around. I wish it was a bigger Pokemon, though. I think they might have been a little bit reluctant about making Pokemon too big, because some of them, like Wailord, might be okay, because we can just make a regular sprite for it and just tell you that it's big, or Onyx, or Gyarados, where they have like kind of snake-like qualities, so we can just kind of unilaterally say that this thing is bigger than the proportions you're seeing. But I feel like if Tropius was allowed to be bigger, its proportions wouldn't be even, or the size proportions wouldn't be even, where, you know, scaling the sprite-wise. So it can't be a big Pokemon, but I really wish this thing was a much bigger Pokemon. But I do like Tropius nonetheless. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I almost flipped my shit when I saw it as a child. I thought this has to be a rare Pokemon. This has to be like some real in-game stuff, because I was just seeing like stuff like Oddish, and like when you find it, you're still seeing stuff like Zigzagoons and Oddishes, and, you know, very small field Pokemon. So among that, to see this big, majestic tropical dinosaur Pokemon that, you know, very obviously can reach the top of trees and stuff, that's very cool, and I like Tropius for it. I don't like its hat though. I don't know how I feel about its bananas. I don't like how I feel about bananas. Chimecho is fine. Chimecho is not fine. Okay, so rule number 1. If I can't tell what it is at a glance, then it's probably bad. And I can't tell what this is, so... I think it's supposed to be a wind chime, but why is the psychic type? Why does it have little arms? I don't know. I don't like Chimecho. I'm not really thrilled about it. I think it's supposed to be like a healing bell, but Pokemon struggles to communicate like kind of supernatural and holy qualities, and well, we gotta figure it out. Absolve, I don't love Absolve, but I don't hate Absolve either. But I think it is good. Yeah, it seems right. Absolve, the classic edgy disaster Pokemon. It's an omen of bad luck. That's pretty cool. I like how it has a little bit of a chimeric design around it. That's kind of fun too. I wish it had dog horns or something, or dog ears or something. Looks a little too emo. It has a little bit of a side cut going on. I don't know. Absolve's alright. I like Absolve, but it definitely is one of those Pokemon because everyone likes it so much. I tend to put it lower just because of the contrarian in me. It probably deserves to be an A, but I'm putting it in B. Could be worse. Could be Lucario. Could be Lucario. Why not? Well, why not put you in B? That's why not for you. It's very cute. It has a little pompadour. It's a little Wobbuffet. Its little two flipper things haven't fully developed yet, so it's doubling as both its arms that salute and ears that are floppy and expressive. Looks very happy to be here. I like Why Not. Why Not's pretty good. Snorunt has a mysterious core, so that's pretty good. It's just a little dude, just a little tiny dude, and a little hut. Just a little Ainu guy, I think, which could go into this looks pretty bad tier. But who am I to tell a Japanese company how to depict Japanese people? Although, to my understanding, before this point, actually, there might have been some weirdness in how Ainu people were sort of depicted. In fact, the only real notable Ainu person I can think of in like most Japanese media that would be widely accessible actually might be Horo and Shaman King. And you know, it's only kind of recently that we're able to talk about, well, not we, I can do that at home, but Japan is openly able to acknowledge the Ainu ethnic group, because that was not always the case. I think only like a decade or so ago, it would have been unthinkable to have a series like Golden Kamui. That's the first time in a while we've talked about manga on Manga Dungeon, right? So there we go. snow running. He's an old dude. He's hiding out. He's very cold. He's very scared. Big fucking mood in 2021. Okay, a lot of people don't like Glalie, but I like Glalie a lot. Why specifically? I'm really not sure. It's a big old intimidating head. It's a big skull, basically. It's a big cartoon skull, but made to be edgier. And I like that. It's a big snow skull. I like its teeth. I like its angry eyes. I like its coloration. I like its edgy blackness to it. It's pretty good. It's a frozen skull. Coming to get you. Pretty good. Not as good as, Cacturn or anything, but, it's pretty good. Spiel. It's very good. Very cute. That's peak Pokemon design. So I think I should get reparations, for Seal. Until 2003, where reparations came in the form of Spiel. And all was set right. It's a cute Pokemon. This is peak Pokemon design. It's very good. We got a lot of bangers in this situation. I know there have been way more Pokemon that I don't like hovering around C and D, and even F actually. But hey, I'm not a total boomer. All right, I'm pretty sure every generation will have at least a couple of S's. It's pretty good. Okay, Celio. I don't like Celia. I don't like that it's bald. I don't like its balding head. It has an Eggman head. I can tell what it is, so... I don't like how it looks like Eggman. I'm sorry. That's my only reasoning for it. I don't like it has a bald head. Maybe if it had like a mohawk, I'd like it more, but it doesn't, so I don't. Welrain is a little too complicated and still has a bald head. I don't know. This thing looks kind of ugly and sloppy. This is a little sloppy design Pokemon. And I don't know, maybe I just don't really like sea mammals that much. Well, I don't like how ugly they look in real life, and this kind of translates how ugly they are. In the same way that, like, while I think an ugly anglerfish would have been cool, I can respect that anglerfish are actually quite hideous to look at, and the same is kind of true for, like, walruses. Like, have you ever seen a fucking walrus? Jesus. Holy shit. Yeah, don't Google it. You'll be happier not doing that. Clamperl is pretty good. It's a solid execution of a clam-like Pokemon. I have no strong feelings to say, but it is what it is, and what it is alright. No strong feelings on it. It turns into two different Pokemon. I really wish this thing just turned into a bigger Clamperl, but unfortunately, it does not. Wow, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. Jesus. We live in a society. No, that one's just for Gardevoir. And this is just for ones that look a little racist. It's definitely the worst Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, this thing is just so goddamn hideous. I just hate it so much. I don't hate this one as much, but I do hate it close to the same amount. They're pretty bad. These things are gross. I hate looking at them. I hate them so much. They're quite bad. This thing looks like a fleshy worm. Looks like a fucking parasite. Ew. Gross, gross, gross. Ah, Lord. Okay, let's get these guys out of here. Relicanth has a map of the world on it. It's a truly ancient Pokemon. You know how much I love living fossil Pokemon. It honestly took me a long time to warm up to Relicanth, but I really appreciate what it does. I like what it is in the Pokemon lore. It is the truest version of that thing I described earlier, of Pokemon that knows something that you don't, or are part of a world long before humanity. And this particular Pokemon seems to just be especially long-lived, from what I can tell. So I kind of wish it had some blue in its designs, but oh well, it's fine. Looks old too. Loftus is a Pokemon that just shouldn't exist. I don't hate it, but it feels like a Pokemon who suffers. That's the best way I can put it. This is a Pokemon that it looks like it hurts to be Loftus. Unfortunate. Oh, also, all this music is from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm not at all familiar with those games. I played one of them for like a couple of hours, but I couldn't find it longer than an hour. You know, Oris compilation to put on. I don't like Leptis. I don't hate it as much as it's an F. So I understand what they're trying to do with Leptis. I get it, but I think something about it just fills me with no. Bagon has a big old head and a dome chrome. I don't like that. I'm really not a fan. Shelgon, and it looks a little too cartoony. I don't like its big nose. I don't like its big schnoz. I don't like how its helmet kind of looks like braids, so it looks kind of like a child in the 90s with the fucking braids that turn into a ducktail. Only the millennials who are also black know about that. And if you're not black, you can't laugh at that joke. So unlaugh that joke. Cough it up. Unlaugh it. Just laugh in reverse. What's the guy's name? I don't remember. Mysterious Core. You already know I'm all about that. Dopey looking dragon. Check number 2. Extension of Bagon, where its braids have kind of become a shell around it. It's a cocoon Pokemon, but it looks way more proactive than all the other cocoon Pokemon because it has like little legs it can walk around on. That's all fun and good. I kind of wish it had a rock typing too, but whatever, it's cool. It's already pretty good. Salamence is a Devilman Pokemon, so you would think that I'd have it higher, but I don't know, something about its head. I don't really like its head very much. I don't like its color scheme. I don't like that it's not a dark type either. Again, I know it's a Devilman Pokemon, but its design just looks a little too simple and complicated at the same time. It looks a little too soft and rubbery. I'm just not thrilled with it. Just not thrilled with it at all. This thing is an arm. That's fun. It's a blue arm. It has one eye. It's a little Cyclops guy. It's floating around. And then it becomes the arms of another Pokemon. That's very fun. I really appreciate that. That's very good. Then Metagross. Metagross, I don't even know what to say about Metagross. This thing is a gnarled tank of a Pokemon, and I don't really know what to say about it. It's a big old walk-in tank that has psychic powers. It shoots energy beams at you. It can fly around. It just looks like another, and you know the words, 50 feet tall, make it better. That's what this thing is. It's a 50-foot tall mech. It's like a big old spider robot. I could definitely see many video games where, like, if you took away the eyes to just be a big destruction tank. I don't know why it's blue, though. I really don't appreciate that it's shiny, turns it like gold and silver. I'm not really a fan of that, but for what it is, it's pretty good. I really like this thing. The Reggies. So a lot of people actually don't like the Reggies. Don't worry, they're not actually there. A lot of people don't really like the Reggies that much, but I actually really like them. Something about them feels distinctly artificial, which, you know, they probably should because of golems. I like Reggie Ice, just being a big ice guy. Something about that diamond-shaped head I like, and I think I definitely like Reggie Rock the least. I like Registeel being like this smooth, robotic thing. But it doesn't look mechanical, it just looks robotic, right? Like, if it looks animated by magic, I believe that. It's very round and soft, that's pretty cool. Reggie Rock is a classic golem. I like how for all three of them, they don't really have faces. They have patterns on their faces that, or where their face would be, that probably represent some type of expression. These are truly ancient, earthen elementals, once again made by probably like some type of past culture. It's really cool, and I really do like them. Where are they going specifically? I definitely like Reggie Rock the least, though, because it has a little bit more distinctly human shaping, like with the head specifically. But you know, I do like all of them. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I don't really have anything to say about the lore specifically, but there's something that feels very alien about them, how they don't really express very much. And the weird way you capture them too, that really adds to this like alien vibe to them, like they were made by a culture that's so ancient that it's basically alien to us now, or by, you know, possibly literal aliens perhaps, but who knows. Latios and Latias. This is the first legendaries I don't really like. They're just two big old fast jet dragons. They look a little too cool for my taste. I don't like when Pokemon are gendered, and these feel like they're gendered for no reason. Well, they're certainly not the worst. They're not the worst legend. Look, I don't despise them, actually. Yeah, that's a good place for me to put them. I don't hate them. They're just two fast, plain dragon guys that are for some reason psychic, I guess. I think they are a little too complicated. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Like, they don't really feel very legendary to me. I think... Yeah, they don't really feel very... They don't feel very legendary to me. But they do feel like two very fast Pokemon that travel around. Maybe up there with, like, Raikou, Suicune, and Entei, where they just happen to be powerful Pokemon that happen to, you know, you only get a glimpse at them at a given time. But I really don't like, I don't know, I don't like these two. I'm really not a fan. Yep, that's all I have to say about them. I was looking for something else nice to say, but I really don't. Unfortunate. Kyogre and Groudon. Very good. Two mythical legends, absolute units. You know the words? 50 feet tall. And that basically does happen in the story. They basically do serve as two kaijus. Like, they're not literally 50 feet tall, but they do seem like, you know, over 10 or 15 feet tall, right? They seem to, like, clear 3 or 4 meters. A Leviathan and a dragon-like kaiju have risen from the depths of the earth, bringing with them elemental destruction. What is there not to like? Excellent work, you absolute units. Really bringing home the themes of water and land when it comes to Pokemon. Ruby and Sapphire. I like that, you know, this game seems to have a lot of very good land and ocean-based Pokemon. I mean, I guess most Pokemon live largely on the land or ocean, but you know what I mean. Thematically land and ocean Pokemon, like grass types, ground types, rock types, you know, like aquatic creatures, etc. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like these two. Definitely some of the best legend designs in Pokemon, period. It honestly feels like after these two, it's a little bit all downhill from here. Rayquaza, everyone likes Rayquaza except for me. Well, I still do like Rayquaza, but it's the arms. It's the arms that's not doing it for me. I like that Groudon and Kyogre are just two primal elemental beings of destruction and just have to be quieted by force. But I don't like that it's Rayquaza that does it. I don't like its red mouth. I don't like its Delta episode stuff that I'm not supposed to use as a mark against it. I don't like its green coloration, but I don't know what else you would have used for it. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even like it that much. I like it better than these two, though. I think it's its little arms that... I don't like its little arms. I think this thing should be longer. Less arms, or maybe a few more arms? I don't know. maybe if it had a few more Japanese dragon-like qualities about it, I'd like it more. It looks a little too mechanical. I don't know, it looks a little too segmented. It's a Pokemon I respect, but I don't like. If this is your favorite Pokemon, I'm really not going to blame you for being like 8 and you just enjoy this thing. In fact, if you like any of these Pokemon and you're offended by any of this, it's fine. It's just a list. It's just a list. It's fine. Like, if you ask me, like, in several weeks, hey, do you think Rayquaza could get into S tier? Like, I might say, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. But, you know, just based on my bias right now, not really. I don't like it. Well, I like it well enough, it's not like an F, but, I don't know, for a legend, I want these legends to, like, be mainstays in, like, A and S and shit, right? But given that these are in, like, B tier, and these are legends that I think are kind of better for Pokemon, you know, really bodes ill for the ones after that. Jirachi is another one in the Mew family. I just tend to like all the Mew family Pokemon. I don't like this one quite as much, though. Actually, you know, this looks like a very festive Pokemon that you make a wish on, and I shouldn't base any movie opinions on this, and I didn't even watch the movie in orange, but there's like a whole ceremony, if I remember, about Jirachi, about making wishes and shit. Jirachi is a Pokemon, is a wish upon a star Pokemon. It's steel type because it comes from outer space. That's pretty cool. I do like Jirachi. I just don't like it at all. You know what? There's enough lore associated with Jirachi being like a Pokemon that grants wishes, and you know, being a shooting star Pokemon that I think is kind of cool. A very festive Pokemon that has lore around it. It's pretty cool. I like Jirachi, so it's alright. Another one of these fairy Mew Pokemon. Oh, and finally, we're on the Diaxi. Okay, what am I gonna do with these? Oh, and if this way I spell form bugs you, I think this is actually how Pokemon spelled form for a long time, and it drove me nuts too. So if I have to suffer, then so do you. I don't know. I think they're all like S tier Pokemon, I think. Pretty much for most Pokemon from space, except for like specifically Clefairy, I tend to like. Okay, so the normal one, I like that it looks like it's recoiling from an attack, and it has the ability to like unwind its hands to turn into tentacles. That's cool. Deoxys Speed. This guy looks pretty cool. He looks like he's ready for a race. He looks like a very quick individual, which is probably what it should look like, right? Deoxys Attack. Looks like it's gonna do like a Dragon Ball Z style fly through an oncoming airplane and survive, blowing up everything in its path. Looks like a very monstrous, ready to brawl Pokemon. That's what it probably should be. And Deoxys Defense I like probably the least. Well, I think a lot of people like it the least, but it looks like, this one looks the most like it looks the least sinister, but it looks the most to me like an alien life form that just sort of exists in other places, right? Like, for all I know, Deoxys might be the Scizor of another universe, where this is just, you know, a very strong Pokemon, but it's just, you know, another Pokemon. But it's just, you know, from outer space. And I think Deoxys defense kind of drives that home, while the other ones add a certain sinister flavor to Deoxys, and I don't necessarily know if it's supposed to be a sinister Pokemon, but I think its lore is like it's a space virus. Oh, I said it! Oh no! Oh no, YouTube's not gonna like that. Nah, it's fine. We're at the end of the video. Probably the longest I've gone without thinking about that kind of stuff in like 2 years. Oh lord. Okay, folks, well, that was the list. You can see him here. We got my boy Cacturn up here at the top, chilling out with Swampert, Claydol, Mightyena, some of those Reggies, you know the ones, those dragons, the edge, but not really the edgelordy ones. You know, the kind of shit that a 10-year-old boy would like, because I was about 10 when this game came out. And I guess Jirachi, Spiel, Mudkip, and Duskull kind of fathered in once my brain grew in as an adult. And the bottom is, you're all degenerates. Peter Griffin's nutsacks, a black dude, and a Mexican dude. So not really fond of that. But the true bottom is whatever the fuck this thing is. Oh, jeez, get out of here. This thing is upsetting. Just like the video and leave. Just like the video and get out of here. Generation 4, I'll probably like that more than I thought, but I think we got a good spread here. A good spread of Pokemon I like and Pokemon I hate. We're still doing pretty good, though. This is doing pretty good for Pokemon I don't have the same blind loyalty to that I do for Generation 1 and 2. So, if you enjoyed this and you had fun, stick around. There's going to be more. Thumbs up the video. Comment if you want more, because I'm doing this probably all December. Peace out. See you next time.